A popular series returning to Amazon Prime asks you to forget what you learned in history class and imagine what life would be like if World War II had a different ending. Joining us with more on The Man in the High Castle are two of its actors, Alexa Davalos and Luke Kleintank. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I really want to learn more about this show. I will admit I have not seen it yet, but this show is based on the 1962 novel of the same name written by Philip K. Dick. It has a really interesting premise. Tell us what it's all about.
Okay, so yes, the premise is based upon his book, and the story is this kind of alternate history, as if the Axis won the war, the Allies lost World War II. So it's post-World War II. It's based in 1962, and yeah, Nazi Germany has taken over what used to be the east coast of the United States, and Imperial Japan has taken over the west coast. So it's just these two powers. America is no longer, and that is the premise. That is the foundation of the story.
Do you both think about how your lives would be different if that were actually the case?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We spend a lot of time thinking about that. It's you know, it's wild to think. I think, especially in the U.S. I think to sort of consider the idea of America not having won, and to think about all the liberties and all the freedoms that we have in the States would be absolutely obsolete. So I think it really makes you think about what the smallest thing in history could have changed everything. So there's a domino effect, and we're living in the world of that domino effect.
It really does make you think. Now, Luke, you're playing a double agent on this show. How do we know we can trust you?
It's amazing because, in the America that we live today, it would almost be as if I worked for the military. I'd be a spy for the military. So this is a normal thing for him. I mean, it's kind of an honorable thing to be a spy in the Nazi regime. He's a soldier. So I don't consider him a bad guy and don't consider him a good guy. I think he's just trying to find himself as an individual in this world of oppression. So yeah, it's interesting to play. I mean, for me, because I'm a young man and I'm kind of finding myself in the world I live in today, and in this reality, and he's trying to find himself. So we kind of have this this relationship, and we've taught each other a lot in a way.
Must be fun. And Alexa, you were born in France to American parents. Did that international background draw you to the project at all?
I think it has a great deal to do with the tapestry that I come from. I suppose it would have something to do with it. I was mostly drawn to the stories of Philip K. Dick always blow my mind. He's just a prolific, incredible author, and someone who wrote 4 or 5 books a year, which is completely mind-blowing. But yeah, I think European history, European roots, sure, had a lot to do with it. I think mostly it's the story, though, that I was drawn to, and the character, obviously.
Right. Well, I watched a few trailers for the series, and I literally got chills. I felt like I was watching a trailer for a feature film. Do you feel that quality when you're shooting and when you're watching episodes back? Yes.
I mean, we don't watch episodes back. We're going to get to see everything kind of with all of you, but. Yeah, absolutely. There's an intimacy in the way that we shoot this, in terms of there's lots of creative liberty and freedom that is really rare, and so it feels very small and intimate because we're working so beautifully together. But ultimately, the scope is enormous, so it does feel like a big film at the same time.
Well, it was Amazon's most watched show when it aired last season back in January. So best of luck with the second season.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.